Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to be starting a new chapter today. This one is called The Deliverer. And this, everyone, starts out with a verse from Scripture. This, chapter is really about, us in the depths of, like rock bottom, wherever we've been. Whatever has gone on in our lives that's brought us to this point of feeling like everything is in chaos and we can't really get a hold on it. Like there's nowhere to reach out and grab, nothing to stop us from falling. And so it's really about the Lord meeting us in this place of despair and His deliverance, His freeing us from that place, His rescuing us in the depths of, whatever is going on in our lives. This is the verse which comes from Jonah chapter 2, verse 2. I cried out to the Lord because of my affliction, and He answered me. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. This very first one is called A Man Muted. And you're going to see as we get to the end of this chapter, it's linked with another poem that's at the very end here. Just keep that in mind. This is A Man Muted. He grumbles in his heart and soul, a death of silent violence. His spirit sinks in agony, his life's a quiet riot. He's chosen to ignore it, fully choked in apathy. Still he looks to find some comfort, though he knows not what he needs. He takes all that his palate craves to pacify his hunger. Coveting things of the grave, his soul is rent asunder. Caught in the world and all its lust, he hoards all vain possessive things, a castle built of dust. Yet he sees the tide is coming, and his castle will be doomed. He sees that all he's ever built will die by light of moon. He has an ounce of fear, but it is buried in the sand. He does not wish to hear the cry of his own reprimand. He keeps his castle to himself, thinking not to offer all the treasures buried in the sand in fire on his altar. Who then does he build and serve for? Who then will hear the plea of his heart and soul in agony? Will even he? Just to give some commentary on that, this is also coming from a place where I felt like I was really empty. And I feel like because of where I was really able to empathize with being in that place. Knowing that you need something. Like I describe in the About the Author here, I searched for about 4 years, trying to find the same truth, trying to find the same freedom, trying to find the same power, the same grace that had transformed me when I was 17, and not being able to. Not finding that same fulfillment in anything. And so we can heap up so many things for ourselves. We can gain the whole world, but what does it matter if we lose our soul? What really matters at the end of the day? We can go through and do all the things that the world says is good, and we can get praise from men, and at the end of the day, our conscience cries out for something more. We have things to answer for, and things that we've done, things that people have done to us that we can't wipe it away, no matter what kind of mask we put on, no matter what kind of things we get or take for ourselves. We can't make ourselves a home that lasts forever. We can't make ourselves belong somewhere. We can't make ourselves be something that we're not. At the end of the day, all these things, all these efforts, they're in vain without Jesus. This is really, we just went through the chapter, The Word, which was an invitation. And this is really about the state and the condition of a person's heart when they're so calloused in themselves and feeling so empty, trying everything they can to try and fill that void. And at the end of the day, can we listen to the cry of our own reprimand? our conscience in ourself crying out, there must be more than this. And so I want to encourage you, beloved, as we go through this chapter, which can be really raw and sometimes heart-wrenching. At least it was for me, because there is an answer. There is so much more than this. God bless you all.